IPCC has many different conclusions, so I just wanted to provide you a quick summary of all of the conclusions we've gone over in our course. So overall, they said that the average global temperature increase is expected to be about 2 degrees C, as compared to, if you look at the temperatures from the range of 1850 to 1900, those average temperatures, by the year 2100, we expect to see a 2 degrees Celsius increase in change of temperature, and that rate of increase will continue to increase over time such that we see faster increases in temperature. As a result, we will see changes to precipitation that are not consistent. So there will be more extreme wet seasons and more extreme dry seasons, and it depends on where you are on Earth, whether or not you will have more drought or you will have more rainfall. We expect to see the sea ice extent, especially the summer sea ice extent, to decrease over time, and in fact we may not see summer sea ice in the Arctic within the next 50 years or so. Computer climate models vary in some of their predictions in terms of the amount of temperature increase we expect to see, but overall they do agree on the trends that we expect to see increases in temperature and that we expect to see changes in precipitation. The most important difference between these models is the amount of greenhouse gases that the models are assuming. So if they assume more greenhouse gases will be emitted, then they're seeing a larger increase in temperatures. And the problem with these models is we don't know if people will start to cut back on greenhouse gas emissions or if some countries are going to ramp up their emissions. And as a result, it's really hard to predict how these greenhouse gases will impact climate, since we don't know how many emissions to expect in the next 50 to 100 years. But the take-home message here is that even if we stopped emitting greenhouse gases today, so if we stopped driving our cars and running air conditioning and burning fuel to power machinery, then even if we stopped doing all of that today, temperatures would continue to increase due to the amount of greenhouse gases that are already in the atmosphere. And so we will still see an increase in temperature regardless of whether or not we continue to emit greenhouse gases. But with the current trajectory, we expect to see an increase in greenhouse gas emissions, at least in the short term, because more and more countries are coming online and burning these fuels.